Good evening, everyone. So welcome back to new episode. I will speak today about emotional intelligence. Now, I know this topic is not a lecture, or I know people will start saying emotional intelligence is just about emotions. But no, I'm gonna tell you that emotional intelligence or this topic is not about being emotion or about education. It is about emotional intelligence. Even me, as someone who's a public speaker who share motivations to people, my motivation, it must have also emotional intelligence. For example, your IQ can get you a job, but your emotional intelligence can decide how far you can go in life. People always tell me, Mayed, emotional intelligence, it is about, oh, you are too sad, oh, who told you that it's about, oh, I'm being sad or I'm being angry? But emotional intelligence has 5 things. 5 things. We'll talk about, first of all, self-awareness. Now, in self-awareness, you always ask me this question, Mayed, speak about self-awareness, know about self-awareness. You know, self-awareness is about what? Knowing how do you feel, what do you feel, and when do you feel. For example, Mayed is angry. Okay, I'm angry. Or I'm stressed. Or I'm nervous. But I did not ask myself why. People, they are being mad, angry, stressed, nervous, etc. But the thing is what? They are not asking themselves why. Asking yourself why, I might know possibility why are you mad. Like for example, a person might have a low emotional intelligence. You came and you are angry. Now Saeed, for example, came to me, he said to me, someone in the road has cuts off. What you will do, Saeed? The first thing that will come in your mind is what? The first thing will come in your mind, the low emotional intelligence is overreact. You will be mad. You will start talking. You will start shouting. But if the high emotional intelligence, I'm gonna tell you, stay calm, think how you will react, and things will pass. Always people think like my anger can define me. If you are angry and you say I'm angry and you will stay angry, probably you are a weak character. Emotional intelligence cannot tell you are a weak person. Can tell you are a strong, powerful, and someone who's flattered. How? Let me give you my personal story. When I started my journey in public speaking, before I start my journey, the whole time I was playing video games, the whole time 8-10 hours and busy with video games, nothing. Super lazy, eating junk food the whole day, and not working out, sleeping late, you know. But then, my dad told me, go work out. He brought some things like dumbbells, those things, okay? And he told me, my workout. Why did he say workout? Well, because he don't want me to be that person who don't have any experience in life. People will say your thing is not useful. If you care, that's your problem, not their problem. Well, because people are trying to demonstrate your weakness. They want to determine what is your weakness. They want to know what is your weakness. For what reason? Because if they don't like it, they want to ruin that journey. They want to actually ruin it. My dad, when he told me, Maid, go work out, he wants what? He wants me to be with high emotional intelligence, thinking about my future. I'm not telling myself I'm 16 years old, I cannot get money, or I'm 17 years old, I cannot get what I want. People at my age, someone who's younger than me or older than me, if you ask them, when is the first time that you made your first million? Most of them, they will say, what? When I was 32. Someone will say when I was 23. But some people, they will tell you when I was 17. You know why 17? Because he cared that he want to live a good life. I thought my dad will say, do that and leave me alone. No. Go, push yourself, have that high emotional intelligence, and go directly to your future. After that, some people, they start saying to me, Maid, why are you away from us? Maid, why are you not coming with us? Maid, why are you not available the whole time? I'm telling them I have a schedule. Monday, Thursday, I have 2 days rest. I'm doing what I want. I'm going through it. Then they said to me, no, you will not, and you will never be successful. You will never be successful. I swear to God, is a motivation for me. Why? Because when I came and I spoke on stage in February, and this year, everyone was quiet. Wow, how did Maid speak? How did Maid speak, huh? How did Maid speak? Because I believe a person, when he will stand with the other person, even if he was broke, even when he was broke, he don't care. He cares about you because he wants you to be always having that high emotional intelligence. My dad noticed my self-awareness. He knows how I'm feeling. He knows when I'm feeling it. And he knows when do I think about my feelings. So this is about what self-awareness. When you know how do you feel, when do you feel, and maybe the other person who's close to you know how do you feel as well. Even my dad, he know that his son has a storm coming from him. How? He know when I gave myself a time to publish my book, he did not realize these 4 years that I have been working. Okay? Why did Maid do a book? When I showed him that this is my book, he was like, you did the book? He was like, you did the book? I said that your son is not waiting for anything. Your son is not. Whenever I have the opportunity, go. I'm using that high emotional intelligence. Think, not always think. Oh, I can't. No, there's no chance. There is a chance. There is a chance to improve any industry in your country. People will always say, no, Maid, you can't. If you start hearing from people, you can't, and you give up, you will never be successful. And that's what, in the first point of emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness. You know how do you feel. You know when you are feeling it. Maybe someone who's too close to you, or we call it the bestie, can know how do you feel. Even if they are not with you the whole time, but they know what they want to do for you. They want you always to stay in the best. They want you always to stay in the best position. That is the thing, the self-awareness. Now, going on the second point is self-regulation. Self-regulation is something very important. It is the most important thing in what? The most important thing in emotional intelligence. Why? Controlling your reaction, but not hiding your emotions. Why? Why I'm controlling my reaction, but I'm not hiding my emotions? Well, if I'm hiding my emotions, it is like such a big mistake. Because self-regulation is teaching me control your reaction, but never hide these emotions. We know emotions is neutral, but I know reaction is a choice. Reaction is a choice. You might react suddenly. You can say, might suddenly something happens to me. So I know that people hide their emotions. I have been giving advice to some people. I'm telling them, control your reactions. Because I know people are getting anger the whole time. They are not controlling their actions. They are showing their emotions. Like, I remembered when I was in high school, the last day, okay, when they want to show their anger, they cannot control their action. They will do anything. Especially, for example, if you go to presentations, you go anywhere. Now you are a grown man and you have a very powerful mindset. A person who has a very powerful mindset. Well, how can you just not control your actions? Because part of emotional intelligence is what? Self-regulation. If you know what I will mention now, you get everything in emotional intelligence. Now, I'm telling something. Now, if I came one day and I said to you, let's say, I will stop doing podcast, for example, and I know people will not wish me to do that, but I will not do that. But for example, if I said I will stop doing podcast, the first thing will happen, the close people will reach to you. Why do you want to stop? They will ask you, why do you want to stop? Well, because they want you to stop, or they want you don't stop and go forward. They will ask you. They will think, why? For what reason? Are you stopping? I'm telling you, those people who came from mountain, they came from up, they came down to you, they took that much of hours to reach to you, they want to know the reason. Because they care and they know that don't stop. Never stop. That's actually self-regulation. Try to control your reaction in every decision you give. Never hide your emotions. You did not, for example, I want to say it, for example, to an event. I wasn't accepted to be the best speaker. Will I react? I'm angry, stressed. No, I'm not be angry. I will not be like that. I will control my reaction. I will never hide my emotions. Okay? And I will prove to people there is a better chance in the future, inshallah. Because we know Allah can give the Muslim the chance to be in the best position. Now, I did not know that I will be a public speaker. I did not know that I will do a book, I will speak and do that thing. But Allah knows that. You can, and He gave me the risk. He gave me the chance, do it. He removed the bad friends from me, from my side, and He gave me the good friends. Why He did that? Because He knows that those people are useful in your life. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He knows where is the good people, He will bring it to you and He will remove that bad people. Don't be mad, don't be sad, why did I lose my friend? It might be khira. He left or she left. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring a person to you. Control your reactions, show that emotions, but be strong. You are not weak if you did that. Trust me, you are not weak. But if you like being hiding the whole time, come on. So in self-regulation, teaching us control your reactions and not hiding that emotions. Well, for example, I went to a final interview. My friend, he told me, I have a final interview, Emirates Airline, I will be in pilot program. Okay, Maid, you are a public speaker. And he need your help. You know, this is his dream. and this is my hand. He threw it to me. He said, Mike, take it. And you know what is pilot program? And you are in a final interview. Either you are rejected or accepted, and you go. When I said to him, first thing I said to him, understand what is self-regulation. He said, wait, what is self-regulation? I want to be in pilot program. Why are you telling me that? But I told him, you need to understand that. Because what? If, for example, la samhala, if you did not pass, don't like give that reaction and you start being mad, upset. And I know some people, they go to home and start being mad to the family. Relax. Things will be better in future. So he gave me that chance. Said, Mike, help me. I sat with them, I bring my paper, talk, help them practice everything. 4 days. 4 days. He went to Emirates Airline, ready, excited, and he entered. After he entered, he said, hello, Mike. I finished my interview. At that time, I was a bit nervous. You were nervous about your work? No. I was nervous and excited about what is the result that he will get. Accepted, most welcome to Emirates Airline. After 30 minutes, we call that call from Emirates Airline golden call. Okay, especially I know cabin crews or pilots, when they do that, they get a golden call that they had been accepted. When he get that golden call, he said, Mike, I have good news. I said, stop. You have passed, right? He said, how do you know? Because you said good news. I have know that you have something now to say. About what? About what you did. Why did I relate those stories in self-regulation? Because self-regulation actually teach us that this is part of our lives. Really. Self-regulation, self-awareness, now these two things, has been teaching us about life. Teaching us who's the real, who's fake, who's having that low emotional intelligence, seriously. Now, some people in few months asked me, Mike, what is motivation in emotional intelligence? Now, what is motivation in emotional intelligence? For me, driven by purpose, not emotion. Not emotions. What do you mean by like that? Now, for example, me, we came and we asked one of the people, what do you think about doing podcast? Okay? One thing they asked me is what? Why do you do it? Are you wasting your time? They are telling me that example. Are you wasting your time? I said, do you think I'm wasting my time? If I'm wasting my time, I will never come to studios and record and do and give and go and tell people. They said, okay, no worries. So, motivation, I'm driven by purpose, but not emotions. They will keep saying, oh, you are weak, you are weak, you are weak, you are weak, and weak, and weak, and they will keep saying that. They will keep saying that. Waste of time, why are you paying for podcast, why are you doing that, why? But at the end, you will tell yourself one thing. This is a motivation. Trust me. Emotional intelligence motivation, I give it to you. Driven by purpose, not emotions. Let them say it is a waste of time. Why? They did not know what is public speaking. They did not know what is public speaking, for sure. Millions of people, I know, I get threatened with so many people. They came to me to the mall, they say, if you did not stop, okay, we will like ruin your journey. Okay. I was relaxed. I was like just sitting like that, looking at their faces. I want to laugh more. I see it as a joke. I swear I see it as a joke. How do you ruin my journey? What, you will call the police to me? Or what you will do about me? Those people, much of people, they have two faces. How they have two faces? That face, kind, but when you are not with them, they hate you. But I said to myself, this is khira. Maybe it is not khair for me to have that friend in my life. Especially, I went through that motivation. There is a personal story which gave me more motivation, okay? So, what happened to me? I was having a Moroccan friend for 3 to 4 years, okay? They came to me, okay? And I was helping, giving, doing, etc. 4 years. Now, suddenly I saw the responses of that friend very cold. You know the eyes we have? The same. Super cold. I was super confused. Why that friend is being like too weird to me? Then suddenly he came to me and he said, like this response, I did not went like in a confusion. I was laughing. He said to me like, my wife is not letting me in social media. Okay, what? Why do you blame me then? You don't want to be my friend. No, she don't want me to use social media. So I don't want to be your friend anymore. Okay? Then? Is that a reason? Is that a reason? My wife is telling me don't be on social media. I don't want to be your friend. I did not give anything. I said, you don't want? Open the door and went. But then one of my friends told me, that friend, he don't want to be your friend, not because his wife. Because actually when he noticed you, he was hating you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he did to me? Remove that friend. And he brought what? There is an Algerian friend came to my life and I was super happy. Very happy. Not the one who is attending with us now, but there is another one, okay? Okay, super happy. And I'm very happy that she is also my friend. But overall, this is the thing. Where is al-khair and where is shar? Where is the good thing, where is bad thing? You know, after that story, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me that Algerian friend to be in my life, it is the best motivation. Why? Because 3-4 years, I did not see someone who will be that much of kind with me. Okay, that friend, he's 27 years old. Did he shut the door on my face and said, you are 19, get out of my face? No. But we are humans. That Algerian friend understand that might need someone who's support. Till that day, I'm good. I'm very good with my Algerian friend. So, did I use my low emotional intelligence and start overreacting? Why did I use? No. Like, as my young brother Yusuf, he always say to me, you are a clown. You are such a clown. Why are you not overreacting? I said, why do I overreact? Why do I use my low emotional intelligence and be like, why? High emotional intelligence, happy, smiling, go, good vibe, excited, go. So, the thing is, that story teaches me that before you trust, see. Before you give that motivation, see. This is my motivation. This is my comfort zone. I protected my comfort zone 40%. 60% from Allah. That's it. Give myself. I know myself. I know where I will be. Driven by purpose but not emotions. So motivation, emotional intelligence is driven by purpose but not emotions. Those three, I'm telling you, I'm giving just abbreviation, but actually they have super long stories in front of them. Even in motivation, emotional intelligence, when you go and you work, and your company has an event, like my company when they did an event in February, they said, might you and there is another Emirati be like what? Organizing everything. Call Emiratis to come to the event. I said, okay. I stood, was like a high record. I stood 16 hours out of the house. Like I was a bit nervous that my mom would tell me, are you going to San Francisco? Why are you 16 hours out of the house? But overall, 16 hours. The 16 hours, I wasn't the whole time in the event. No, I was doing my college side. I finished, went directly Hilton Palm Dubai Jumeirah Hotel, one of the famous hotels in Dubai. They came and said to me, we have a gentleman, he's a public speaker. One of my cousins, he works with me in the company, and a friend. Both went to HR. Can Mike speak? I thought they were joking, first of all. Can Mike speak? And how many orders we have? 700 to 1,000. And last time I spoke in front of 30, 40 people. They said to the HR, can you speak? They came to me, might see. We want to see what do you do on social media like that. They said, do you want to speak? I said, you are asking me this question. I don't care how much people I'm seeing in front of me. Give me the chance and you will see performance. Then my Emirati friend with me said, wow, this young boy is so confident. I'm sure he will be like scared when he go on stage. But no one wasn't expected that even the CEO has gave approval. Then he came to me, hi Mike, how are you, doing good? I said, yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. They said they want to speak. I said, yeah, they are forcing me to speak. Not on my side, I want to speak. That thing is what? The CEO has a floor in the building, is what we call it, emotional intelligence of hiring. How? He did not say he's young, we cannot give him a chance. He said, wait, don't judge Mike. Let me see what he will do. Okay. He said, no worries, give me 2 minutes and I will see. Then, after I wait 2 minutes, came a person from the HR came to me. He said, Moed, after individual rewards, you will speak. I said, what? You will speak. Okay. Now be relaxed. What did I do? How did I prepare myself? They will say, are you prepared? I said, yes, I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. They say, how? I said, give me 1 minute. I stepped 3 steps. Stepped here. I did like that. Okay. And I was like that 1 minute. What I'm doing? People think I'm tired. No, I'm not tired. I brought more information in 1 minute. 1 minute. They gave me motivation. They gave me that high emotional intelligence motivation. They know that emotional intelligence and motivation is driven by purpose. We want to see Mike in the best position. Okay? We want to see Mike in the best position. So, go for it. I went to that red carpet, I was fully ready. Give me the mic. I'm not scared. Give me the mic. When I stood up, I saw much of people all of them watching me now. Cameras are coming to me like that. They are taking photos, videos. He told me you have 7 minutes, 5 minutes to deliver a motivation. To the employees, to the people who are here. When I hold the mic and I start speaking, those whole people who are wearing the buffet dinner, they turn their faces like that. And I saw some people like, he's holding the spoon. He's not going to eat. I'm not forcing you to stop. He's waiting. What he will say, that young boy? People coming from Saudi, Qatar, and from everywhere. Speak. Of 7 minutes. Finished. Went down. My legs are shaking. Why? Happiness. Happiness is coming through myself. All of my colleagues in the company, not all of them, most of them, they said, Maid, let me be honest, we weren't trusting that you would do that good. But you made us shocked how powerful that young boy will do and how really that thing will give me that motivation. Did I use low emotional intelligence motivation? I said, no, I can't perform well. No, I know that. I used that high. I said, Mate, be ready. You can. It will pass. You feel that okay? Directly. Hello, Mom. I wasn't expecting to do that. I spoke like that. I'm very proud of you. That I'm very proud of you? That made me come to the home smile without I stop smiling. Why? Your mom, come on. She wants to be proud of you. She know her young boy, he can do something very well. And she know that her young boy know how to use his high emotional intelligence. He's such a high emotional intelligence person. I went down to the lobby. They said, I saw 2-3 people. They said to me, Maid, what you did is amazing. Amazing. I will say, okay. Thank you so much, guys. It brought me more happiness. It brought me more motivation. One thing I told myself, thank you much for being a very high emotional intelligent person. The high emotional intelligent person will never be destroyed. But the low one, problems, being destroyed, easy to be destroyed. So at that thing, I told myself, understand what is your character? Do you have those points that I talk about now? If yes, you are good to go. I did not divert, went to the bad mode. I did not divert, oh, I can't, no. Go do it. Go show the world who you are. When I'm on my way back home, I'm very happy. Literally, after I posted the video on Instagram, some of my friends, they are calling me. 7-8 missed calls. Wait, I will reply to you guys. Hello, Maid, we saw that. How did you perform? How did I perform? Who said that to me? A hater. I said to him, good morning. How did I perform? Simple. Those 3 points give us what? Be powerful. Be high intelligent person. Self-regulation, self-awareness, and that motivation. Understand them? Trust me. You are going very, very, very safe way. So, including 3 other points in emotional intelligence, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Motivation and emotional intelligence, not in public speaking, in emotional intelligence, it is driven by purpose, not emotions. Like what? For me, when I was in annual event in February with my company, okay, what I did is like organizing the event and helping them. They want me to help. They told me and an Emirati person to call the Emiratis to come. Okay, to motivate them to come. So when we went there, I wasn't expecting nothing. Went there, I went to help the company. I went to do everything and have fun. Suddenly, my cousin and my friend, They said, might speak. Give motivation, give motivation, give motivation. I said, okay, it's fine. But do you think they will allow me? They said, they will allow you. They went directly to HR. Can might speak? HR came to me. Hi, how are you? Who you are? I told them. And I showed them my Instagram reels, what I do. They said, okay. They went back. They got another HR. Hi, how are you? What do you do? Like that. I showed them. Then they said, we will talk to the CEO of the company. I was too confident. I said, okay, you can talk to the CEO. The CEO came. Hi, Mike, how are you? You want to talk, right? I said, they want me to talk, not me, okay? But they want me to give like motivation to the people who are here attending in the annual event. He said, okay, give me a few minutes, I will come back. After that, he spoke, I think, with HR and informed them. The HR came to me and they said, Mike, after the individual rewards, you will speak. I was like, really? You will speak? The motivation that I have is what now high in emotional intelligence. Why? I did not overthink. No, I will not perform it. No, I have so many people. No, I said, calm mind, relax. You can do it. First time speaking in front of 750 people, audience to 1,000. I felt that motivation, you know? So when I stood on the red carpet so they can call my name, I was saying like, Bismillah, tawakkalna Allah. What does that mean? That means I am fully confident and like I asked Allah that hopefully that thing will go like good, okay? So at that time I said, where is the mic? Give me the mic. That's what I need. I want to give the motivation. I was too excited. I stood up on the stage and I saw the crowd, I saw the people. I was smiling. Might you can give the motivation. 5 to 7 minutes I have. Deliver the motivation. And after I deliver, I said one thing. Might you can. And said Bismillah, gave. When I gave, the people who were like taking food from the buffet dinner, they turned around. Most of them said, they were like that. I know the reaction. I saw the reaction. I said, might continue. You can and go for it. Then when I went there, and I went to the topic and I gave the motivation, I gave everything, I finished. They gave me a round of applause, I went down. What happened? My legs are shaking. You were nervous? No. I was happy because it is an achievement. I spoke, I gave that motivation. I went to my colleagues. They said, to be honest, Maid, we weren't trusting that you will do okay. But then, you made us shocked about the performance and everything. Okay, we have a question from our audience. You can ask me, Said.
All right. Moid, I just had a question for you.
Tell me.
So, Moid, would you consider your public speaking ability to be talent or hard work?
Well, Said, this is a good question and a tricky question, okay?
Right.
Talent or hard work? If you spoke, for example, about talent, first of all, you will not give that much of hard work. You will just simple things. But if I will go to the hard work side, I will work hard to see results, to see good results that will help me to improve. So, in my opinion, I can tell you both. Why I can tell you both, Said? Because if I told you hard work, I'm a talented guy, okay? If I told you hard work, I just like work by hours doing and give, and as a normal employee in a company, working the whole day, you know. But at the same time, I work smart, not hard only. Work smart. So I choose both. Okay, so we have a question from our audience. Okay, Said, tell me.
Maid, would you say that the smart way you evaluate public speaking is your talent, or is it just your innate ability that is your talent?
I think it is a talent. On my side, yeah. I see it as a talent because even if you will ask, let's say, any other public speakers, most of them, they will tell you, yeah, talent. Because when you work smart, you might see us like working with comfort. I want like, you bring me a document, I just like write, do, give, I finish. Or we have just few tasks, but we focus on it and that's it. We aim for what we want, but we don't give that pressure on it. We don't pressure. Because pressure will let us like feel overwhelmed. We cannot work very well. So we need to work smart. It's a talent, I see it, but I don't want to work like every time too hard. Because when you work smart, even you see good results. Don't think that working 10, 20, 30 hours is about what? Good. No. You might work just 5 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, but smart. Are you doing the right task? Are you gaining what you want? Are you aiming for what you want? That's it.
Thank you, Maid.
You're welcome, Said. Okay, so this is about a question from Said. Okay, now also regarding the motivation side that we were speaking about. Okay, they were telling me they are not trusting they said we are not trusting your progress first of all. Then I said, wow, you are not trusting the progress. I told them, if they are trusting I told them like, if you are not trusting the progress, it is not Maid al-Bahri character. Trust Maid al-Bahri and you will see who I am. They said, you made us shocked. Everyone is proud. Everyone's happy. Gave me motivation. Then after that, I went like, I said, let me call my mom. Let me call the queen. Hello, mom. I wasn't expecting to talk, and I gave everything. Then, after that, when I finish, I went downstairs to the lobby. I want to take my car and go home. I saw 3 colleagues. They said, you're doing amazing. This is so excited. This is so like made us understand, having fun. We enjoy. I said, thank you guys. I appreciate that support. I was the whole time smiling, happy. Why? You might speak 5-7 minutes, but it's a big achievement for you in your what? Public speaking journey. Okay? Also, some families or some friends, okay, they were like they were struggling from the family support. Okay? I have experienced that, okay, and also I know some friends, they have experienced it, and I understand what do they mean when they talk to me sometimes, okay. So it depends who's giving you that support to make you like, for example, if you are in a mountain, there are 3 stages. In the family side, who's taking you to the 3rd stage? Some friends, they are struggling. They want the family support. Even me, I was having a friend, 3-4 years, I'm with him. Having fun, helping, doing everything, enjoying the time, going, Then there is a day, he came to me, he said, I don't want to be your friend. He gave me a reason. I actually laughed because my wife don't want me to stay on social media, so that's why. But your wife did not tell you don't be my friend. I got a message from one of his friends. He said, he spoke about that he don't want to be your friend. At the end, he don't want you because he see you young, and he said like you are not a useful friend. I asked Allah, I need a friend to trust. Suddenly there is a day I saw an Algerian person, and I said I wanna connect and be friends. And I said to myself, till today, Alhamdulillah, that Algerian friend is with me. I'm very happy making dua for my Algerian friend. I see like my Algerian friend the best, everything. I call like my Algerian best friend like bestie, okay? So then I told myself, Allah gave me the best person. Look what happened. Things are changing. Why? Be patient. Wait. Calm. You get good results. Low emotional intelligence. Overreact. Insulting. Being angry. Like that. You are not finding anything okay. This is actually the motivation in emotional intelligence. Motivate yourself. Believe in yourself that things will be okay. Let it pass. Let it pass. This is about the motivation in emotional intelligence. Now, even there is an important point in emotional intelligence. It is what? Empathy. This word is known. So many people know what is empathy. But empathy is what? Understanding how others feel without judging. Don't judge. Understand how others feel without judging. When someone, for example, disagrees with your ideas, don't judge him. Don't judge him or don't judge her. Why? Their opinion. They think like that. If you will think always, no, my opinion is right, this is your problem. The thing is, everyone is sharing his opinion, not you. Not just only you. So, empathy is what? Understanding how other feels without judging. If, for example, my friend Saeed disagrees with my ideas, I respect Saeed's opinion. This is empathy. Don't judge Saeed, understand what he needs. It does not mean like you agree, but it does what mean? Listen, understand. This is a way of respect. Empathy can tell you what? We are teaching you respect. It teaches us respect. It gives us informations. It gives us knowledge. It gives us like, stay confident. No, respect others' opinion. Don't force people to listen. Don't force people, I'm right, you are wrong. No. Understand how do they feel without judging, and know their opinions. Not everyone might agree. In this world, you cannot let the whole people agree about your idea. Some people had a different perspective, some people had different ideas, some people had different stories. This is empathy. Like when someone is upset with you, the point of the low emotional intelligence, you just what do? Sit, relax. And you are over reacting. That's it. But if you jumped to the high emotional intelligence, I understand you are upset, tell me more. As if you are giving that person motivation. Tell me more. I might help you. I can help you. This is empathy. Listen, understand, respect. 3 points. Listen, understand, respect. Even empathy builds what? Builds trust, builds respect, and strong relationships. Empathy is on my side, in my opinion, I see the most important thing in my life. Respect each other, give the trust, thing will be okay. And I will ask you, Said, a question. Okay? Now, if you were like sitting with friends, let's say in the living room, and one of them asks you, Said, what do you think? Should we buy this house, that modern house in that area, or should we buy that house in that area? Some friends, they disagree to buy this house in this area, and some friends, they agree to buy this house in the other area. You, Said, shared your opinion. Okay, you shared your opinion, Said. You talk with him 2-3 minutes, and your friend is disagreeing with you. He don't want. He say he's right and you are wrong. Now, Said, you are an high emotional, intelligent person. How would you handle this situation?
Well, first of all, I'll talk to him and tell him I understand your perspective
Okay.
and I respect your opinion,
Okay.
but I'll not just challenge him straightforward and tell him you're wrong, your opinion is wrong, because being a highly emotional, intelligent person is understanding their perspective, understanding why they said this thing, and trying to imply it in your life, in your daily situations. So first of all, I would get the pros and cons of his, of why he chooses this area of living, and why he chooses this area, and I'll tell him, well, from my perspective, this is better because of maybe the place, the land is a bigger land. It's a very nice place to live in. Many people prefer living here, and it's a great investment. Maybe those are my pros. So I'll tell him my perspective, and if he doesn't want to accept it, it's fine. But there's no need to get angry about it or debate him or challenge
exactly.
him. You know, it's a part of being human, being empathetic towards others and understanding and accepting their opinion.
Yeah.
So again, I wouldn't challenge the guy or challenge him, but I would respect his opinion and tell him, maybe you're right from your perspective, and I respect that about you.
That's a good answer, Said. I appreciate that. And that's the thing, Said, it's called what? You build trust. And you should respect and you maintain your relationship with them. Okay? Also, people that there is also a point, social skills. Some important points in emotional intelligence, especially in social skills, some people they have weakness on it. What do you mean about that, might? If you are not having the good communication, if you are not communicating well, if you're not having, if you are not being like problem solver, if you are not handling conflicts, you lost a point in emotional intelligence. To be an emotional intelligent guy, you should have these 5. How do you communicate? How do you solve problems? How do you handle conflict? Because when I speak, for example, on a stage, I'm not just saying words, but I say solutions. I say things. It might be small, but it might save people's life. It might let people's life go to the best. It might change someone's character to the best. I don't know. People know what they feel. As what I said in self-regulation, how do you feel? How these things are going? When do you feel it? You give not just what, you give responsibility. You give that there is discipline and responsibility. You change those people who are listening to you. So it is about, for example, if you have a disagreement at work, as what you mentioned now, the thing is what? People start raising their voice, they will do like problems, make it personal. But if they used to be a high intelligent people or employees, they will stay calm, focusing on the solution and handle everything. As what I mentioned now, it is about how do you communicate, solve problems and handle conflicts. Okay? Remember, people may forget your words, but what happened? They will remember how you made them feel. I might give, for example, my friend a motivation, a word. I tell my friend, you are the best. What happened? If I told my friend you are the best. My friend might forget, but he will remember that how I made them feel. Because the best, you are kind, you are amazing, changes life. So it's actually changing life to the best. So this is very important to know. Okay? So why do emotional intelligence matters? Because first of all, emotional intelligence affects leaderships, work performance, even let's talk about sales and public speaking. Those points. In today's world, success is not about skills. It is about behavior and attitude. Emotional intelligence teaches what? Behavior, attitude. Being the best side. At the end, what we have learned is what? Emotional intelligence, 5 things. Self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and empathy, and social skills. Those 5, you know them, you are like an emotional intelligent person, high emotional intelligent person. In the next podcast, we'll speak about public speaking industry, and I will tell you how I went through that industry and how we will improve it in future. So this important topic, emotional intelligence, I have been speaking about it. Very important. I hope this goes, and I hope this message were delivered to you, this speech delivered to you, and we will see you in the next episode. And this was about our topic today, and wish you a great day.